flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alright, public comment, I make a motion to open public comment. Here. Yeah, from Oneonta. Would you like to speak?
Oneonta or
Oneonta.
Wait, we didn't vote.
I know.
Aye.
Aye. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, public comment number 1 is open. Would you like to speak?
We usually have you at the microphone, but you're the only one here, so.
Yeah, I'm finished here to the contract. If anyone had any questions, I know there's been some stipulation about what we could and couldn't do, but I think we've come to an agreement and I have a contract on the table with the attorney. It's the same one that we went over for, except for 2 additions, which I talked to Mike about and hopefully he's read about. The demolition contract.
For 84.
For 84 Cedar Street.
Okay, I make a motion to close, public comment number 1. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm slowing down now. I just want to stress
Move
it.
this along, we're gonna make this record time.
All right. Here we go. Okay, approval of minutes.
You haven't approved October 28th, October 14th, October 30th.
Have you guys read the minutes?
I sent comments.
Did you correct those comments that you sent?
I updated comments on the 28th. 28th meeting.
I sent them some comments also.
Yes, I've updated them. Want to do the updates where you vote on it? I'll send
Yeah,
it to
just
you.
review the updates and then we'll vote on the next meeting.
Yeah, and make
Yeah,
sure
we're
that the
breakfast here,
updated
too.
versions are posted prior to regular meeting.
Prior to the regular meeting.
Yeah, just get me those when you come in.
Yeah, who does that? Derek?
Yes.
I do have something I want to discuss.
Okay, well, we get to the clerk report.
Quite an
report.
Quite report that just speaks. Well, this is where the first one.
Yeah, and this is just the agenda meeting, so.
Just
Yeah, okay,
attended.
all right.
All right,
All right, so
so.
approve me, so we'll like, make a recommendation.
No. There are no minutes for approval. There were modifications made to the previous, submitted, minutes. They will be posted before the regular meeting. You guys will vote to approve them at that time.
We're also gonna have a lot more.
Okay.
If you can get it to us, I should have it to you by the end of this week. Okay, thank you.
Okay, supervisor's report basically is we need work done on the attic there.
Yes.
As you can see, we have one bid in here, but this is a picture of what's up there. You know, it's nothing, there's no insulation.
But did you go with the bid from person?
No, this is one bid. Now we have no idea how much it's going to be. We're not going to put it out and make an RFP. They said that,
What is this stuff that's up here? Boxes
These
of
are
papers?
boxes, this is a.
Oh, the quartz boxes
Yeah,
upstairs.
sports boxes.
She wanted me down for price.
As you can see, there's no insulation there. And the thing is, like, we have the heat up here at 69 to 70 degrees, we could go about 64. So everybody's wearing the winter coats there.
Yeah, you create insulation.
Oh, yeah. So,
Like,
64.
it's not that long. It
It's
certainly should help.
well, put it this way, we wait till the heat comes to
Yeah.
64.
We actually used to use that upstairs. I mean, I can remember getting all those recreation stuff. I mean, it's not like we haven't been up there.
And, so Salk is Simonian, is going to be fixing repairing the clock.
Right.
Take clock out, get replace the wood, and then it's, seal. He can't do it until it gets real warm weather. Okay, I have here the signed contract from, the, early ending service, more or less. And, in other words, I now will do this to, Wendy. Wendy will, then create a voucher for this thing. So if you guys want to come in and sign the voucher earlier, we can get the check out.
Okay. Just have to let us know when it's here.
We'll be here tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I'll be in Thursday.
All right.
In Thursday morning.
I'd like to also know that we're getting a check for $106,000 for the mortgage house. That'll be coming, that Wendy will pick up on Thursday. And
Is that what we assumed it was gonna be?
that's what it was.
106, okay.
Yeah.
600,000?
100.
I wish.
100.
$106,000 for the mortgage house, right?
Yeah, 105 something, I'm getting enough credit.
And we did that already, right? We did that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm also having it as a program called the BRICS program. And it's called Building Recreational Infrastructure for Communities, Kids and Seniors for New York Works. I'm applying for the application. This is for basically, this can help out with the community center.
Yeah. Oh,
Marbletown got a for,
oh, I thought they got a good.
they got a huge one, they got a 1.6 million
Wow,
to upgrade that. So hopefully like, even with what we have basically here,
right.
we're gonna fill this out and apply for it. Also, it looks like, again, this is just a feeling I'm getting from the, state that, Scarhana Stress is putting in $100,000 capital fund improvement for us, the speed signs that are solar. We're sitting here right now, we have speed signs right now that are solar. We can't even put it on because you have to actually take them down, then bring it back into the shop there and charge them. And you can't do that. This is anymore.
You don't want $1 for it.
So picking up solar speed signs, like some we have.
You want $1 for it.
One that we have, 209. So I just, I sent everything in, as they just need a narration. I mean, I got that far in the state, so it looks like, from the running.
Okay.
Okay, going back to the, community
So we'll just
center.
wait till you have to hand it over to us.
Did we hear back from the, benefactor about English for the?
Yes, he said that, he spoke to his lawyer more or less, and he said
He probably
two options, that they would take it that way, or they wouldn't take it. And the lawyer said that they shouldn't take the property, it should stay with them. So, my feeling is, and I spoke to the benefactor, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna happen here.
But
And
then
then,
if we get the grant though, that would be better.
yeah, I mean, we'll talk to the grant also and see what goes on, you never know. You know, maybe like, you know, are there any other buildings in town, probably that we own?
I wish. Okay, for West Shore, we don't have anything on West Shore. Oh, because the highway stuff.
The highway stuff. It's amazing, a condemned building is appraised for $1 million, but yeah.
I mean, it's absurd, you know, what I'm trying to do, maybe, like, this is parks and
What about the
recreation.
pavilion? What about modernizing the pavilion?
We could do something like that, but I'm just saying, I'm gonna call them up and see, like, if we can use this, if we just went and apply for, new recreation. New buildings and all that.
Well, I think the
Well, we don't-
pavilion needs a lot of updating.
You know what?
The pavilion is
Yeah.
virtually new. And historic conservation.
All right, so the historic preservation, basically, you know, that's.
Yeah, that would be the line.
Right, so I'm gonna call them up and find out, if, like, maybe we can do something there, or maybe like, yeah, and what, another that's missing right now is a community center in Westfield.
Right.
Or CDC Center, in Westfield.
Oh, you're missing that, you're early too.
Well, we can have that with the community center right now, the old library. Yeah, so if we can get them to Westfield also. I might be wrong, but I think we own some land by the ball fields, by the. Westfield
Well, we don't
Highlands.
know, oh, no,
Something there.
well, the owner was gonna donate something to us, I think, for the.
Like close in that part. Invest in it.
But
They have not.
They have not closed.
on, it goes to the, I spoke to,
100,000.
The business officer at,
You're talking about what, the
Westerly
Westerly School.
close, they're very close.
They have all the paperwork and they haven't closed.
But,
Right, they did, we can close.
But if he buys that, he's gonna give so much of that, towards
It's-
recreation.
I wouldn't
Well,
say that
Mm.
it's much work out about payment in lieu of recreation and maybe. changing
One of
that
the
up.
things that he has offered us, trying Dannenberg, was, there's two buildings at the old school.
Right,
One of them is called Ernie Levin building, that's the original
yeah,
school there, and then the big one there. He offered us the Ernie Levin building.
we could use that.
Except for one thing, the offer is Ernie Levin building because it's full of mold, that's, you name it, it's there. So I'm just saying, like, yes, maybe with this thing here, we could do something. We could do this thing.
They did. That's why I should be demolished and have
What I do,
buildings.
here we go. Maybe we can have the bricks, we can actually, with the bricks, we can actually maybe, we'll take it. You offer it to us.
It's,
I would say before you
Yeah, let's
start
not
even
just say-
discussing,
yeah.
looking into it further and,
Yeah.
applying for the grants and.
Well, the thing is, like, I just got this break, yesterday. From doing that, but,
Yeah.
All right, um,
Yeah, it would be nice, because there isn't anything else. over
I
there.
know, I'm not gonna be against it.
Do we even have a playground in West Rutland? Yeah, it's not.
Do we have any playground?
Technically,
the park is in
West
Australia.
The park is in West Rutland.
Oh,
You
no,
know,
it doesn't have a playground.
on the other side of Route 28. Well,
Yeah.
they used to have in a neighborhood, you know, they used to have some.
Oh, yeah, they had ball fields, they had, playgrounds, all sorts of stuff.
Okay, all right, okay, all right, resolutions. Authorize supervisor to execute demolition contract for 84 Stevens Street. All right.
What's the, it's the cost on here?
Cost is $37,500 plus $5,000 for request from AMI attorney, so it's
Was that a
$42,000.
separate?
Yeah, it is, but I'm just saying that's the entire cost. The cost for Dan could do the cleanup and the demolition is $37,500.
So we contract tonight, or because we're in the resolution?
We have the resolution with the new contract.
But the cost of that should be in this resolution. What are we authorizing here?
$37,500.
But what is the cost?
$37,500.
One's for
So,
asbestos.
yeah, we're at.
About that last meeting, and Sean gave it along.
You gave us a buildings line, right? The
The amount of money
Construction,
isn't on this.
demolition of the 84 seater. You said the buildings line.
I mean, that potentially is, what I would, well, no, I don't think I would use, you mean, the 1620?
1620.
Yes.
I wouldn't use that.
No, I wouldn't.
What would
use
you
that.
use then?
I would,
Unfortunately, we didn't budget for it.
Well, how
and
about this then? How about we just take it out of our savings? Come back.
You can't just take it out of some.
I mean, are we looking at an environmental issue? Is it a safety issue? By environmental issue, potentially could use an environmental, capital H fund.
What's that?
Environment, there's an environmental capital H fund, I believe. I don't have that.
I don't think there is.
Let me go there. Thank you, Wendy. Of course.
All right, so this is the, add to it, the cost is $37,500.
That's just for the demolition.
That's just for the
correct?
demolition.
Actually, but the one in fact does have the cost. It doesn't say where it's coming from. So that was.
It's gonna be the same, it's gonna be the same amount.
Okay, but right,
It was
but that's
just a
it.
test, so that would really.
So, do we want to add that in the second paragraph?
Well,
Or the
in
third
the-
paragraph?
The
To execute demolition contract for 84 Cedar, it has to have a. Therefore, be it resolved. Be it first resolved, the payment should be made from an amount of. Right. So 37,500 and we're getting the account.
Payment should be payment of
500.
37,500.
We do have it, but
Pursuant to
John,
the contract shall be made from,
Made from-
We do, we have a buildings line, but
Yeah.
that's not really what it's for.
How about the capital H?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. We have buildings, landfill, highway, climate smart, watershed, highway, town garage, leach shed, stormwater, salt shed, open space, comp plan, internet build out, recreation, rail trail, Catskill, lower, surface, estuary, stormwater, landfill, historic, and Hurley. So,
I was in the building.
400 and 1,000.
so we take it out of
Take it
there.
out of
Take it out of there. All right, we'll take it out of
So
there.
what's that?
That's capital 1H.
That's capital 1H. It'll probably have to come out of 1620 and then capital 1H. But that's fine.
So.
Unless you disagree, John.
Made from capital A.
John, you good with that?
Is that okay, John?
So so when we do this, who owns the property?
it's exactly, it's not property that's owned by the town, so technically I don't have the wording for when that fund was created as to what it specifically says that that fund would be for, but in general, a buildings fund pertains
So it's a
to
town building.
property owned by the town.
And we can't use I would think the open space preservation, but we're not acquiring that space.
Conservation, or conservation, because, this is only test us.
There is no comment.
I have a
Conservation.
suggestion, why don't we take it out of 1620 for now, and then we're gonna rewrite the whole capital funds. So when we rewrite the capital funds, if Matt can figure out a way to finagle it out of one of those, great, if not, we'll make it up
Keep it out of
somehow.
capital, not capital 187.
Would you,
17, 16, 20.
when we change that, resolution to
Just, no, that's
money
fine.
that was for the reservoirs at
Well, we're eventually gonna get,
250,000
eventually
We
the
put
money's
that
gonna be
into
added to the tax
consultant.
roll, but it's gonna take 2 years, correct?
reserve fund.
27?
So just be considered a consultant.
And then the property's being
It doesn't say
foreclosed
that's
on.
Well, no, no,
not
it's not
gonna be
being
services.
foreclosed.
Well, that's, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
It's not being foreclosed.
That
That was the, old Route 29, old Route 209.
329 is this closer?
Yes.
Are you sure? I thought it said
Because I
8%.
think, because I don't think 329 owns a mortgage on it.
When we talked about it.
Yeah, but do we?
You don't need a mortgage, you don't need a mortgage to
Well, we
foreclosure.
had a
It's,
resolution that was
it's
for,
foreclosed because it's happened.
legal fees to deal with the
Yeah.
reservoir. We transferred those money into it, because then we wanted to push with the VAS, the
Because we just
VSS
spoke about on
situation.
Friday.
So we put it into.
I'm sorry, you're right.
into the
84
reserve
Cedar
line.
is on foreclosure, yes.
So then the way, and then we talked to
We
them, and the way it
converted
works
into a,
is we have to
reserve
wait,
line
and
for
then whoever buys the
consultants.
foreclosure rate gets added to
Consultant
that.
fees,
So we're
consultant
talking,
fees.
it could be a couple
Remember,
years.
for that way we could do the.
So I would
attorney,
expect
we could
they'll
use
get
for
the money.
engineers.
But here's.
However, no, at the foreclosure auction, the ideally what would be happening is any monies that we pay are already submitted. The judge is part of his order for the sale foreclosure.
That way we
They,
get our
they,
money
they
back.
can put our
Yeah,
thought,
someone who
right, but
purchased.
supposedly the county was telling us now it won't be buildable. Because nothing will be grandfathered in. So
Well,
that's
it
what the
won't be
county was
buildable.
telling us.
There also has not been a foreclosure at the county courthouse for almost 2 years going
No,
on.
this is the county. They do them online. They do them every year.
No, there's
No,
been.
they haven't done them.
No, they did them last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You
know.
said-
Building on
Yeah.
Oak Hill Road on a property, they put the house.
They actually
I've never had it.
sold, they actually put them up for auction for sale?
Yeah, they do every year.
I thought that was on hold. Was
Maybe
it-
the city is, but not the county.
Okay.
I'm 99.9%
No, no, I
sure.
know City Thinking has had it.
Yeah, I know the city has.
Oh,
Yeah, they
yeah,
put it
but-
online now.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me, this is- I'm Morgan Hill, it's a new owner, you're looking to go around. What, wasn't?
It was just hearsay. I don't know if that's true. or not.
It's a small building. If they can grandfather in an existing structure, if they're gonna use structure.
We're gonna live with this foundation, this is what
But the
Morgan
thing is, they have every right to get a variances because it's a non-conforming and there's no other. So,
Will there still be a
Oh,
So they can't-
Something they had. yeah.
Well, provide they get.
Right, they're gonna see.
Are you gonna leave the foundation when you demolish?
So it was said that
I
the
would convert-
foundation should be
because we don't-
removed, but
we're
we
not
put in a
doing this
variance
anyway.
as long as it is clean up to
That
par
can
with
be
the air
converted
monitoring
over to
firm.
a-
The foundation is gonna be used as
It'd have to
clean
be
fill.
on
Now, if
something.
the
It's-
town wants to
things
leave the foundation for any reason, it can stay because it will
do
be
get into a
considered
situation
clean.
for foreclosure.
Um,
And we should have a.
that
A line
will
where it's
pose a
safety
safety
purposes
hazard though,
or-
because it'll be an open hole.
condemning of
We only
properties.
provide snow fencing. Not closed in.
So if you remove the, you remove the foundation, what do you do? Go all that?
Yes, we would break out the foundation itself into smaller pieces, so there's drainage, and then we bring in like a
This is-
sandstone
this is
mixture that would
normal,
bring
right?
it to grade.
This- We don't get
So
any
if you
money
guys-
in from it.
Wanted to amend it
And
for
all
any
the
reason
buildings
to
are
leave the
done.
foundation and then
I'm aware.
bring in fill, just those, that sand rock mixture, and someone who would build there would have to take it out the foundation.
It would be a good use.
If you ever say that's the
Is
town
this-
hall.
Plus, it's-
Filling it in, breaking it up, filling it in, so it's within the contract
Yes.
already.
So that's what it was.
Also, we have to admit it. This is one of the show. This is the re-levy. So we have to actually, in order to re-levy that property.
Mike, before you talk about it, why don't you let me deal with the legal aspect?
Okay, all right.
Okay. So I don't agree with that, and I would say discuss with me the legal issues before you start, you know.
All right, this.
So we shouldn't sign anything yet?
No. He's bringing up stuff that isn't on the agenda that we've already.
You look like these
Yeah.
big five foot feather up there.
So
Somebody bring it up. Yeah, we're going to sign. We didn't-
16.
We can do it, yeah. So 16, it's gonna be 16,
right now, and then we're gonna create a,
We have to, do you want me to do it?
Read it?
Well, I can motion it.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I'll motion the resolution authorizing supervisor to execute the demolition contract for 84 Cedar Street with the following amendment. Be it further resolved that payment shall be made from 16/20 in the amount of $37,500.
Discussion?
Second.
Okay.
37.5.
All in favor?
Did I do that okay, Matt?
Yeah, it's not on one right now.
You can wait till after we're done with them.
I want to, what's behind. You all right?
Whatever you want to do.
You wanna pause the meeting, you can do that.
All right, okay.
You just, they do the vote?
Yeah, okay, authorize the next thing.
I believe so.
Authorize supervisor to execute asbestos monitoring for 84 Cedar Street, and that's your next one.
So that has the amount in there,
That has the amount of,
but it has, and that will also become from 16/20.
Yes. What? I think so.
well, hold on.
Yeah, it's done.
Spot right there.
All right, there's a problem here. It says, whereas the executive for the 5,000, plus 2,000, 2,000 going to be taken care of. That's the variance.
Well,
That's not a
this one was taken care of. All right. So
Yeah,
then
this one-
modify that
Right.
one as
All
well.
right, so like basically here, whereas the estimated cost is 5,000, what's that plus 2,000?
Is it not?
What's that?
And then it's 7,100.
So-
For variance.
But,
Only got variance.
but here's the thing, you want to
Says
cross out,
Same thing. That's the
just
same
cross out where, so you're modifying the resolution, by removing where it says plus 2,000 if, the site-specific variance is required. For a total to, not to exceed
question. I don't need any of
5,100.
that. I think it
We still need the
says
5,131.
estimated cost is
But it says that, yeah, so we can
31,39.
just cross out everything, so you're changing that whereas clause, so it just says whereas the estimated cost is $5,139.
And
And then, wait, the
And then-
next one.
and now
is
therefore be
not
resolved.
to exceed
Yeah, not to
139.
exceed
Okay,
5,
so that-
5,1.
And then be it further resolved, the payment should be made from 16.
0.4.
So your motion with those amendments?
Yes.
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor? Okay. Next one is,
The same cost?
no,
This is for the other property, but it's the same,
Right,
so-
the same cost?
Yeah.
no, this one is a $7,000.
Yeah, which meant they need the.
All right, the reason being is because Danker Construction already got the variance. The dance hall did not get the variance and we're expected to take care of that.
So what, so you have them back,
Backwards, it's backwards.
that's what I was just
Yeah.
saying. You
All right.
for.
So we can just kind of change this in here. All right, where the estimate cost is 7,000.
5139 plus 2,000. is an
So the
NY
resolution is
SDL.
gonna be modified to read, whereas the estimated cost was $5,139 plus $2,000 if a NYSDLL site-specific variance is required for a total not to exceed $7,139.
In other words, what happened was.
I was just reading that.
And modified to further read, now therefore be it resolved that the town board approves Quest and
Or no, wait.
T to
Then you
perform
gotta
these
change the
services
next
for
one.
an
Let's
amount
read that.
not to exceed $7,139.
So this was,
1620.
originally one was good.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor? Next thing is, Board Supervisor, contract, fiscal advisors, new highway bill. No, we can do that right now because, the the time for the permissive referendum ended on the seventh day.
Oh, yeah,
We still have,
You have to wait now, we stop on now 20 days.
so we can do this before
You
that?
can do it before that, yes. There's no, it's gonna happen, it makes sense. As long as
Well,
nothing is-
what can happen in the next 15 days?
If you stop it,
So they're past the point of petitioning it, but basically they could still bring them to action.
all right, so you want us to wait on this until, at least
When's that period?
20 days, December 25th.
Literally the Christmas Day.
25th,
Christmas Day.
All right, so let's table that then.
That makes sense.
And, also, I'm gonna get also, John Minahan.
The bond council as well.
I've left him a message, and contacted him back.
So, and it would make sense to have both of those, so we know those costs and do it all
So
together.
it's gonna be tabled till 25th.
Table till after the 25th.
It's gonna be tabled till January then.
You're gonna have your organizational meeting,
But we will
Table
need
to January organizational meeting.
essentially.
So, okay. Declaring successful completion of probationary period for Matthew Norton.
That's highway.
Highway,
This was approved by Schultz.
this is approved by Schultz, yes. And I also met with Matt Norton. I also met with Matt Norton.
Yeah.
The only point that is that is, I make a motion,
I just be seconded it already.
discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Discussion, contract usage for elected officials.
There's that.
They'll go to meet the- Even from retirement or something, it's for.
So here's the situation. If you are in a full-time capacity and you are not, you want to participate in the New York State retirement, then I either need a timekeeping system so that I have some way of keeping track of your time for a record of activities. That's separate. What we are trying or hoping to do here at the town is get a record of activities of what everyone is doing, whether you're elected or not elected. Because the problem is there is no transparency on hours. So after speaking to Mike, it was an idea that everyone clock in and out.
But if you're elected, we can.
We can't force you, no. But I believe the town board can sort of establish some sort of situation where they can get an idea on hours. I don't know, I
Don't
don't
they
know,
get an idea of hours if they have to submit something to you anyway?
but nobody's submitting anything. So for instance, here's a perfect example, Greg, he's not here, I don't need to use him, but he is in the retirement system. We do not have a record of activity for him. Judge Parker's in the retirement system. We don't have a record of activity for him. Tracy Kellogg is in the retirement system. We don't have a record of activity for her. Mike Schultz is in the retirement system. We don't have a record of activity for him. So therefore, those people, we are not in compliance with New York State retirement. That is a problem. That's one separate problem. Now, if you are an elected official and you choose not to participate in the retirement system for whatever personal reason, I am asking the board to think about doing something so we have an idea of what their hours are.
Do we know what other towns do?
I don't.
I have to,
I mean,
I think we should look at other towns, see what other towns are doing before we do.
I mean, I will tell you from personal experience, other towns have people in the office more often than we do.
Not your highway guy, you know. I'm gonna tell you right now, that
Oh, other highway departments do, yes. Go to the town of Olive, go to the town of Ulster, try Marbletown. I don't know much about Marbletown, town of Woodstock. I'm not here to make the rules. I'm just telling you.
we've never had our town highway person.
But if you're collecting a
If you're, he is,
payroll, then you.
he is collecting a retirement. He needs to do a record of that activity. We are not in compliance.
I'll call around some towns before we.
Well,
But that's
I
just
think
for
there's
state
two,
benefit.
I think there's two situations.
That's
right?
exactly it.
So if they're in the retirement system,
They have no
no record of activities, so anybody that's in the retirement system should be providing that. period. I don't think that's up for discussion.
It's not.
It's,
I asked back in
Let me
August.
ask you a question. If they don't, if they're in the time system and they don't clock in, clock out, what gets reported then?
I guessed.
which is,
Okay.
That is
not
not
good.
And that is what I am
That's
deciding
that's-
not to do.
Well, but then you're full-time elected official, I guess.
You get full-time, which is 20 days a month.
It's like half the hours.
Is there,
It's
is there,
supposed to be, it's between 6 and 8.
Why don't we, what's,
What do you think, Matt, as an attorney?
right?
Well, there, you can't enforce anything. There's nothing, and
He's
it's
right.
the elected individual submits it for their own benefit so that they're getting a credit in retirement.
That's
So
exactly.
if they
it-
don't submit it, you technically should not just be guessing what their hours are.
100%.
So if they don't submit it, she doesn't submit their hours and they don't get credit.
But I did this in August of 2024. I came to
Then
the
you don't
board.
report them.
But then do you understand
So
the
what
cleanup
have we
associated with it?
done prior to you getting there? All these other years?
It's been wrong.
John, do you remember?
Yeah, so what we would have is the clerk office would have a, like an Excel type sheet. Every person that was an elected official would fill it out to the best of their capacity. And you put in how many hours a month approximately they would be working. And then that's what was submitted to the state.
Is the training available or something, a webinar online? No, we need to record that.
It's very simple. I
I
mean,
think
I
that would be
already,
a great idea.
I forwarded it to everyone.
Yeah.
It's in the email that I already sent.
Yeah.
It has all of the details. It has an example, yes. No one reads their emails, but yes.
I agreed with them.
And I know you do. You agree with me.
I agree.
The other problem that we're having is there is a point of view from an employee side who does payroll. There is no, we have no idea what people are working. Like, we don't know what people's hours
I
are.
know, but it's, well, I would talk elected officials or people in this,
I'm
people
talking
that are-
elected officials.
the elected officials, you can't, it's the public that brings it back and not by voting. So that's why it's always been for elected officials. You can't tell somebody, we just paid a guy for 9 months. It wasn't even.
Oh, I think it's disgusting. I think that's a shame.
Right. But nothing we could do about it legally because he's elected.
I'm
That's
not,
what I'm saying. So
I'm not saying there's a reason, but I'm not saying there's a way to do it. Matt would know better than me, but I'm just saying it's very hard to be here and not know when people are gonna be here. Not know how to get hold of them. That's a personal opinion.
That's an issue, obviously.
has nothing to do with human activities.
But we should have an idea what their office hours are. We should. We're here doing the work. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's very hard to be here doing work when you can't answer questions because you don't know when the person's coming in.
Can't you call people?
I'm
Shouldn't
not
have-
calling anyone. That's not my
shouldn't have to
job.
call anybody.
Or email?
Shouldn't have to.
They don't
It should
respond.
be here.
Well, that's not what the issue is either. It's not about getting done something, that's not your job. So,
It's not my job, but I'm just saying, from a point of view, I think the town board really needs to start thinking about the way that that
The
operates
only
here.
problem with that is.
I know, they're elected officials.
Yeah,
They're
that's
basically.
fine.
No,
they
no,
get
you guys
elected.
can establish and create your own internal policy, but there's no.
There's no
teeth to it.
enforcement.
Exactly. But at the same time, it's up to you guys to try to follow the policies.
All right, well, let me just call around other
Yeah,
towns and find out what
Can
they
you
do.
bring it back on that?
I would appreciate
This way,
it.
this
Thank
way we
you.
can start on January 1st.
I think it's important, and I think it establishes accountability as well.
Yes.
And the employees that are not clocking in and out correctly, I believe
That
we
should-
have that taken care of.
If they put it this way, if they don't clock in at all, then the now terms, they can come in.
Right.
Simple as that. They have to clock in.
All I can ask is that you stick to that.
This is a.
Right, anybody that's supposed to clock in, if you don't clock in, then you're
Then
not
you're
gonna
not
pay.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Read your email. We have an employee that hasn't been clocking in, but is still sending emails. And I notoriously bring it to the attention. Not you,
All right.
but I believe that
Well, we-
Mike is taking care of that
Right,
after
we
the
have a
conversation we had
meeting, we
today.
have a meeting with employees.
I'm just bringing the problems to the board. I'm not solving them.
Diane,
Thank
we have a meeting with the employee. We're gonna lay the law down. You don't clock in,
Good.
don't get that.
Right, that's a whole different situation. If you're hourly paying, and you don't, that's the only way that you can get paid and you're not clocking in.
What they do also at times, they will email them and say, clock me in. I don't want to get those.
That's it.
Well, we're gonna have to get those emails
I-
sometimes.
But it depends on what it is, though.
Yeah, there could be an exception. There could be-
I don't mind the
there could be an
email,
occasional exception,
It is a
but
lot.
it shouldn't be the rule.
because what I instantly do is I get an email and then, okay, you know, I might not be at my desk, I might be off, but usually I will instantly enter it into payroll. Because there are 9 times out of 10, Mike will come to me and say, is so-and-so on the clock? Samara will say, hey, is so-and-so on the clock? If they didn't punch in, we don't know if they're on the clock.
Well, if they didn't punch in, they're not on the clock.
And I
But
know,
they still, but they still get paid.
I know we've been very lax in this town for years.
And that's what I'm
That's the
asking for.
problem.
Stop being relaxed.
All right.
Thank you.
So you'll figure out, you talk to other parents like that, and then on,
This is specifically for elected officials,
Right,
so
right.
you're finding out.
to the report back on the 23rd, well, there's an image of our policy, starting January 1st.
We don't need them. We need to be-
That's what,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, nothing on the agenda.
But it'll be quick. You'll think
Yeah.
No, it'll be a big one. It'll be a big one.
Come on,
We
hey,
gotta,
man, I'm doing two, I'm not.
we gotta do all your
Look at this agenda.
reserve
Hey,
transfers.
it's gonna be a big one. We have to do all the.
Oh, yeah.
transfers.
It's a big one.
So you can
I
reschedule it.
thought we did something.
Well, hold on a second.
You want to split it to the following week,
We can do the following, we go on the
and
following.
then you guys can also take care of these other things.
What are you doing?
Okay, the next meeting is today's the 9th, 23rd, we meet for 30th, December 30th.
I need you to meet before that.
I can't be here.
Why can't we meet the 23rd?
We
Because
can,
it's too close to Christmas. I think you should. But we don't think we should. Can you have a special meeting? I'd rather. Well, what do we need to do for you by the 30th? We need to get a card cards at the transfer station for the first year.
credit card statement.
So we need to have resolved to sign contract on proposal for you.
How was on the agenda tonight?
Hasn't been presented.
So we're not meeting that next week, just the 23rd to do that.
Do we
So
need a
I
resolution
would
to
say
change
we
our
should
contract?
Just.
I could do the 29 provider at the transfer
And
station.
that is on Monday.
Monday. Yes, we'll get that quick after.
Definitely.
I don't know if I want to bring
Hang on,
first
hang on.
people in, you know.
29th, that day? Or
Um,
Monday.
And,
yeah, I could do that.
Is that instead of the 23rd or in addition to the 23rd?
Give it to them right now. I'm like,
29th?
Is that instead of the 23rd or in addition?
Instead of,
Instead of,
yeah,
John?
this is Christmas is
I'm
busy.
sorry, 29th?
instead of the 23rd.
Monday?
Yeah.
We do all of it.
Oh, by the way, yeah. it's
What
Monday.
about Monday, the 23rd?
Greg can come.
then why don't
Tuesday,
you
Greg's not
guys
here, So I mean,
have
I'm not worried
some,
about making sure Greg will get film on a Monday.
I think 29th would be fine.
I'd rather do 29th than 23rd.
But the 30th is not good, all right?
I can't do the 30th and I would like to be here
We
because
had
of
to for the
transfers. Yeah,
reconciliation.
it's my husband's birthday. I can't miss it. They'll come and get
29th,
the 30th.
29th.
So we'll do,
29th, yes, please. I can do 29th, I can do the 31st, New
29th?
Year's Eve.
I need to get this contract signed before that. So they can come in and do the work. I mean, they have to put in the new kiosk, the new, equipment. It'll take them a couple of days.
So why can't we do it on the 29th?
Okay, I'm not so sure, you know, if we did it on 23rd, then I know they have at least a week to do it. I don't know exactly.
Well,
what
we
your
can
schedule
do, no, if we do it on the 29th, so it goes into January.
is. We can't do that. You know how many people start buying stuff on the first day the transfer station's open? They go renewing their tags.
So what would be the problem?
The problem is that we're paying for it.
Go to the paper.
Are they raising this period of time?
3 days, you'd be surprised, for the first month of the year, there's $20,000 coming in.
We get a lot of money from the translation, for the first day it's open in January.
First of all, that's New Year's Day.
No, but the first day they're open.
It's January 2nd.
Friday the
First
2nd.
day they're open.
Yeah.
People are, they need their transfer tags.
We don't even have transfer tax.
You said?
So that's a problem. Because I don't even know they're not right. They could tell they have to wait. You can't really know.
I could say we do it late for,
Well, unless you sort of want to approve this tonight, this is the offer we have. But I don't know, Matt might like to. review
yeah,
the
I
entire
definitely think we
contract
should
part.
review everything and have
Yeah.
a.
let's wait on that.
There's a
So
printout.
before you reschedule, why don't you guys find out what Greg's schedule is as well and see if the 29th works
The
for him
23rd
or
won't
if
be
the
good for
23rd.
him either. That's
Right.
The 2 days this week,
I don't know if this helps you guys, but I'm looking at the town calendar. There's nothing scheduled on Thursday, the 18th, but that's a week and a half earlier.
That's next week, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'd rather, it's gonna take, it might take a
They
while.
were the cheapest.
It's 10 basis points.
To do reconciliation.
I hope they're adequate.
Okay, sorry about that.
Their service will be great,
Yeah.
but they don't have quite as many bells and whistles
No.
as like Corwatch, as Fortis would have at 325.
I make suggestions, okay, this is.
Well, it's not on the agenda.
It's not on the agenda. It's
They're not
something to
doing
put on the
political
agenda
something
for the next meeting.
So why don't you guys
They
discuss
charge you-
and
They
figure
charge
out
you for-
before Friday whether you're gonna
charge
have
you
them
their monthly
on a
fee.
regular date.
No, they're not
or
taking
Just a flat
you guys are gonna
3.15.
reschedule for-
So we're scheduling, we agree.
Yeah, and they'll provide the
Can't the three
equipment.
of us wanna change
Minimum of
$29.
$10.
That's what we're staying with the 10 anyway.
I'm gonna stay with the 10, but we can make an
All right,
exception if
Yeah, this isn't
necessary.
tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll make a
So-
motion that the next town woman will be Monday the 29th of December. Second,
So.
At 6 PM, same schedule.
We're gonna approve it and come in and do it the next day? Can I make those
I-
arrangements?
well,
I mean, I can try to make those
well, the thing
arrangements.
is, we want to read the state first.
Well, I just gave it to Matt.
All right, now we'll read.
And I'll circulate a digital
And you guys
copy.
will need,
This is
have
what it
to
looks
read.
like. So I made a bigger one.
So let me, all right, so send me can you send us all copy?
I'll send you a copy of the, so you can look at a digital copy. And this is just an example of what the notice may look like.
So Mike, Monday, the 29th instead of Tuesday, the 23rd, right? Okay.
I'm gonna get all that. And, we also don't wanna take checks from people who live out of town.
I would agree with you.
Because
I-
they, yeah, they, we had one or two
Back
down,
together,
yeah,
down?
because we have no way to get the money back.
Otherwise Thursday.
On the check, they should have, referring to, is this referring
Out
to
of town.
taxes? Is this referring to taxes or for permits?
They came into the transfer station with a load and a one-day payment, and they pay with a check, and they're gone. So we don't want to take checks from people who are out of town.
Okay, no, I agree.
If you're a town resident with a tag, we'll take your
All right,
tag.
let's
Why
go
should
back
that you guys be taking checks at the transfer station anyways?
It's okay.
Automated.
Because, because some people still like to write things. Still like to write checks. I wrote one.
Because it gives me a record that I paid for the trash for my rental unit or something, whatever.
Someone still like that.
Try
Wear it all the town here.
to keep it, no, it's not.
But then you have.
Oh, now you don't want it, now you don't want it.
Yeah, then you need this, you get a little tiny piece of paper receipt, it's just.
Okay, all right, so the 29th, so on the
So they don't
29th.
have to pay that.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
Let's bring it 29th. Give it to me, or give it to Samara.
I'll send you, well, I gave Matt,
All right.
and there's some language in there that doesn't apply to us because we're not paying any fees.
You understand what this is about, right?
Yes,
Because
yes. Yeah,
They
we're
charge,
talking
they
about
charge
it.
us 3%, they charge us
Yeah, we went, instead of charging us, it's charging.
Charging us.
customers.
Right, it's about $6,000 a
You're gonna
year
get
that we,
checks.
that will flow back to our
You wanted to
budget.
pay cash or checks.
Okay.
They can't pay cash in our transfer
They
station.
can't pay cash. We're probably gonna
So
move
so
to
we
it,
basically tell them they can't pay cash or they have to pay a fee.
correct, unless you pay by check.
We should put a
Unless
notice
they
out
can-
way ahead of time.
No, 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 no,
They
no,
can
no.
come here.
Well, right now, they're paying fee on the credit card, right?
We're
And
paying.
We're paying.
They're not paying a fee?
No,
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 we're
we're
paying.
paying.
That's
I
what
thought
it's,
the fee was both ways.
No.
That's- that's why the process.
Board's attention when I started in
It's in January, but now let's see how much we're gonna get hit with a return check fee when everybody starts,
bouncing checks.
No, if they wanna pay cash, they.
Nothing's
come
gonna change with the
here.
credit card.
That hasn't
Huh?
changed.
Nothing changes with the credit card.
No,
Yes,
no,
it
no,
does.
because
Yes.
They're
Because-
gonna
because
pay
They're not gonna
$30.
know they're not gonna know, cause it still comes out of their credit card. It
Right,
always come out of their
They're
credit
gonna be
card.
charged though.
They're always charged.
No.
He says they're
How
not
are they
charged.
not?
No, the town's eating
No,
that.
they were.
Town pays
they
the
were-
fee.
Yeah, because like when I go, like.
You can let
credit
the-
card-
Oh, so you're adding the
Tax's
fee.
office.
Yeah, okay.
He
Alright.
pays a fee for everybody who's.
That's why
now,
now-
and
I
I
got
got the
town
fee down, I
doesn't
got
use-
the amount down to 2%. Well, now that that's why you see the
We have
restaurants
an
and
average
stores. everything's
transaction.
I got
3
We
point,
have an
I
average
was thinking about
transaction.
We better advertise this.
Hey, you have to by law, there
Correct.
have to
Well
be
ahead.
big notices when it
Yeah.
comes to, and they need to.
And
be
give
aware
them-
of
We
it.
should notify them in advance to know that this is gonna happen.
It'll cost them 32 cents on $10.
31 and a half.
Um,
32 cents on a $10 charge.
we are probably gonna switch to a different kind of payment. Instead of having coupons, or we're talking about switching to some kind of a
Tag with a
a card or a barcode, or just buy one card and you can fill it.
Barcode for who? Barcode for the town or barcode for the?
Transportation.
In other words, when you buy a bag with your barcode on it, and you have to show you bring your barcode and they read it, and it charges you a credit card.
Or we'll sell a gift card that you fill at the train station or on your own.
Charge whatever it charges you.
Each time, there's a money, something ahead of time,
It's like a gift card.
Right, like a gift card. That's it. Look, so we're gonna
They
look into
take
that
the
next
gift
Yeah,
card
year.
take
in
the gift
advance
card.
and then they use it at the.
Right, and they can refill it in different ways. So we're gonna look into that next year. But right now, we're paying $6,000 in fees.
Yes, we got it.
All right.
Okay. I'm just saying, we need to advertise this.
I'm so used to, like, for example, when I go to restaurants, that I get charged for listening to, but they advertise, oh, it's 3% fee.
Right, right.
Right, but I'm just
Yeah,
suggesting
you can
we
eat
put
it,
the
that's so it has
notice,
to be too much of that or not.
All right,
we put a notice on the website and distribute this that we're gonna have, starting in 2026,
Right.
they'll be paying the fee for the credit card.
Lynn, let's you and I talk tomorrow so we can get this
Yes.
worded correctly, please.
Okay.
I mean,
see, this is, I see a problem with that, because when you go to a restaurant, it's there's a fee to use your credit card. there's
But
a
you can
fee
use
to
cash. That's what
We don't have a
what I
cash.
just
I
said.
know, but like,
Gas discount
but
is only
the
available here.
controller, the office controller
Yes.
says you can't use cash.
So they can use cash, but they have to come to the clerk's office.
Well, that, or they can write a check. I think
Write a check,
so
but
It's illegal.
we don't-
It's illegal to decline
Yeah.
currency. But you can tell them they have to go to the clerk's office
And
if
how
they
much
want to
work
use
is
cash.
tax?
But here's how to purchase.
Permits.
I
They
hear
provide the
what you're
permits at the clerk's office.
But I think also, like what Lynn said, it's only 32 cents on $10. And I think also that's fine.
Cents.
But they're gonna, hey, it's better than paying a minimum of $3.
No.
Other than have minimum fees
And
and
there's
$1,
still
I
$3.
think
the fee for.
I guess we can have to advertise that. I use a credit
Well,
card.
we're
now.
already
It's
into
the
the
same.
middle of December.
Everything's the
And we're already only.
It's still a processing fee. and
Well, we-
the processing
No,
fee
no,
is
well,
just
we do
being
get, I
compared to
think when
the,
we
to
do
the
basically, like,
person purchasing.
in other words, like the 29th, when we pass this thing, Jerry puts it out there that starting January 10th.
Well, you can't.
No, we
tell
can't
them
do that.
go January
We have to
1st,
start in
that's
January. How about we do this? We anticipate, or we announce that we're gonna be doing this, it'll be 3.25% or less. Because we give them a range, it'll start in January. I mean, we don't have to be more specific than that, or be advised that in January, we will begin charging fees at the credit card station.
I would say put it out now and you know what's happening. So just-
We want to at least give them a rough amount, I think. We don't want to just say fees or we're going to scare people.
But if you wanna leave something big
Well,
about it, since we have
For
the
the 2
past
cents on every
national
$10.
resolution.
I think that the notice should list all ways in which you're accepting payment. You do accept cash for the things at the clerk's office.
At the clerk's
So
office.
that should be listed on there
Yep.
as well, that.
Jeremy?
Yeah, Lynn, let's talk about this tomorrow in detail and make sure we have what we want to say. Mike, I'll go over it with you too. And we should get this up in the next-
Leave it too.
What?
You're gonna be the,
I'm out to, I'm not sure Mike says that. We might have to do Thursday.
It's fine.
We have other things on our calendar.
So you'll also notify the transfer station?
I've already talked to them.
She'll take care of that.
But he's, not saying it needs to be, the
Posted.
notice needs to be put up the transfer
Yeah.
station.
Yeah, that's why I developed this.
We're gonna talk
Which you
about that.
told them. but-
Right,
I
whatever-
haven't talked to them about
They're
it.
gonna put a sign up there.
Right, whatever we write up, I'll send to Daniel.
They don't put a sign up, we tell them what goes on the sign.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send it to Daniel. That's fine.
There where-
We can make a couple of these things and print them on.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's suggesting that
Yes,
it's.
so
it's
tweak that as
suggesting
we
that
said,
Can-
and then.
Can I see that one?
You guys will laminate, have them.
Yeah.
Well, there's an extra copy. Thank you, Doug. Look, Doug just gave me one.
Doesn't matter. I got plenty.
Okay.
It's digital.
All right, so
Town of Hurley clerk.
you'll talk to Jeremy about reading installation, it'd be nice.
Right, and we're gonna also, have we're gonna write something for the newsletter, but that won't go out until January 1.
Right, we want to get something up before that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just post on.
Yep, yep.
Yep,
Yep.
Starting January.
Should we say basically a $10 coupon, it's 32 cents at more?
No, I would just say that, purchases with credit card will incur a fee of $3.1.
All right, so you'll.
I mean, that's what it basically says, but we could add another line. Well, I did add a line about, you know, you could pay with a check, or you could pay with cash at the town. I add a line.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, but
Town
exactly,
clerk's
but
office.
yeah, or
So you won't do that? Okay.
I'll get
So you'll talk to Jeremy.
Lynn, what time are you into it?
I have other meetings tomorrow.
What time do you think you're
We have a
going?
lunch meeting. And we have I don't know, it might
Well,
change.
just-
with the weather.
Make sure they're.
Email it to them. Email
We'll
it.
talk on Thursday.
Thursday at the latest. I want to get it up this week. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's only December 9th. We're fine.
If she leaves at 2, I have a luncheon, we might move up the luncheon to something earlier.
We're fine. This week,
So,
I think we're fine.
Before you put it on, online, you come see me.
I want to talk to Lynn. I want to talk to you. Absolutely.
A resolution we do for New Year's.
Matt needs the same resolution, so maybe you guys should talk after.
I'll talk to him. We do the same.
What kind of idea?
Hold on.
That's all down the agenda.
Did you want to take this?
All right, anybody, okay, I'm in.
There's one other thing on the agenda.
There was one other thing under discussion.
That wants to review.
Okay.
What are we talking about? That's the relay.
No, I'm talking about the executive. I moved Josh.
I want to make all the great.
Well, you better find everything on the 29th, otherwise you're talking.
But I'm just saying,
about-
I mean, it's not urgent. It's not urgent at all. And in fact, one of the things that's we always look at. So.
Excuse me, if you came to the time of the regular meeting, does that necessitate
Oh, notice, yeah.
public notice?
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's, yes. 100%.
Yeah, I'll put it on the website, but you should do illegal, right?
Yes, that should go before each town. Yeah, do we have anything for that?
Yeah, you're talking about they raised the break that the county gives.
No.
No, this is from the state, and it, but it has to, each town has to do a goal or something, that it's said for everybody to get up to your town board, because it's the town that will be able to.
You send
do
this,
it.
you have to have like.
No, I just read it in the printer today.
These wordings.
You find out.
These wordings are what we're gonna have to look at. New York state law.
You see it?
No, we're talking about something else.
So
We're talking about
how the
credit card
wording
fees.
is, Cause you can't, like,
All right.
she can't use that whatever
Right,
percent. You
right,
see what I'm going?
Yeah, no, I know the law. I was gonna, we're gonna put up.
Usually, there's usually like a template or something I can give you.
Are you here tomorrow?
Thursday. I don't think I'm here tomorrow.
Thursday's fine.
Might be here tomorrow. I think there was something happening.
You have to comply examples. $10 and this is $10 cash plus something.
Alright.
Yes.
It's
not allowed. Yes, that's correct.
Right, so that's not allowed.
I wanted to.
Yeah, no, my wife is kind of around with some restaurants on this law. I'm very familiar with it.
And it's also on here because
You have to
Just make sure the wording is correct.
Local law,
You can't- I don't think you can use percentages.
No, we'll make it work.
You can state the 30% increase based on the $10 charge or whatever.
Properties. I think I put that most of it.
No, he gave me the contact information for the individual.
Okay, that's what we're waiting for.
And then you have to certain language.
Yeah, I got it.
No, I need to talk to her and.
So make sure we won't forget
And
something.
the other thing that I don't like discussion topics popping up today in the meeting when I review everything Friday here and that was nothing else. No, that's definitely not.
Star was.
Yeah, well, I can show you.
I
there was-
know. I'm sorry.
So these things, this is what we went over and we did discuss and I told you to put this on. But,
All right, okay.
so,
Gotta do better with that.
and particularly if you guys are gonna talk about legal issues, you should have your attorney review them before you guys just start talking in the public without knowing, what you're just bringing up.
I put it.
I never had an attorney at my meeting.
You guys always were able to send us.
I just wanted to give an update on the early ambulance service. Everybody paying attention? So I got an update, from the Director of Operations, from Kent Fitzgerald. So they began their third week of operations. They responded to 24 calls.
Wow.
Yep, maintaining an average dispatch to response time of 2 minutes. So basically, when they get
Awesome.
dispatched, they're out the door and in the ambulance in 2 minutes. That's awesome. Yep, about a third of the calls from Hurley and 2/3 in West Hurley, which I'm surprised because I thought they were half and half. I had when I got. They weathered the snow and cold, provided rapid transport with ALS intercept for what turned out to be a very critical call on the evening of the storm. Both departments have provided excellent collaboration on scene. After a brief lull last Friday, our busiest shift to date were triple calls in succession, ended with a transport to Vassar. Last night, they fulfilled, their first mutual aid request. So they responded to the town of Ulster when no units were available from 3 other agencies.
Where they're responsible. What part of
Now, when
Ulster?
that happens, do we get reimbursed?
No, they bill, just like they
Oh,
would.
then, okay.
They will bill and, no, so mutual aid is extremely important because if we had 2 calls at the same time, we're gonna rely on mutual aid from somebody else. So there has to be mutual aid. But that's great. I think it's great, especially town of Ulster. I'm surprised town of Ulster had to, right? They've received visits from Sienna twice over the weekend. In addition to providing excellent care, our EMTs and drivers, from the most experienced to the newest, have gone above and beyond in keeping the trucks and equipment prepared, setting up the station and pitching in whatever's needed to support our new service. Thank you for all your support, and please continue to send any questions my way.
I'm going to talk to him too. I'd like to put something about that in the newsletter. I think that's great.
And yeah.
I'll get a hold of him.
Is it possible for us to get a,
Yeah, I've got both of their emails. Yeah.
is it possible to get a tour of the facility?
Absolutely.
I think it would be nice for the town board.
Yeah, I actually went the night that they went live. I went up there and
I didn't get the invitation.
well, it was like, that was the day to DMV. That was the 3rd trip to the DMV that we finally got
Very cool.
so they did go because we did the transfer of the titles and registration, so they had to go live.
It's awesome.
And the ambulance from Hurley, Old Hurley here, was the first one that went live. It had that already labeled. And I thought it was really great. The place that they have it's very nice.
Okay.
You know, it's a good facility.
Right.
There were 4, 5, 6 of them there that night, and I got to, meet them. The atmosphere was very upbeat, really excited. They went out, I went out, we went out to the ambulance, and they were in the ambulance, they were talking to me about all the equipment and what they've been doing, and it was really, really very, very upbeat. I was really impressed. So they're having some startup, great, difficult starting up.
Sure.
Staffing has been a challenge, as we knew it would be, right? And, that's why we approved the addition
increase
of
of
the
salary.
extra rate for next year. So they're still working through that with the board. I will tell you that the board has been extremely supportive. They're actually even helping some with the operational, just getting things smoothed out, some of the process and the hiring. So I think we're really very, very blessed in having, that new corporation.
Very
That's
cool.
great. Here, Tim. How much is it? That's nice. Yeah. Sure. I'll put that
It'd be
information.
interesting to see the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, that what he wrote, yeah. I did, I read it.
We're gonna be sitting up one day.
I read it.
know.
This is what I want to say.
I just want to say, we're getting another shipment of food from, Walmart tomorrow, so.
Oh, nice, why? From the farmhouse.
From the farm hub.
That's great that they're doing
We're
that.
gonna bring it to, the food church.
Oh, right, that's.
In Kingston at the Clinton Avenue Church.
Yeah.
You disagree with that, Diane?
we wanted all to come here. I thought we said when we were gonna do it here, we were gonna turn
All right.
the farm hub off until we talked about maybe doing it the soup kitchen and stuff, but until we have that, why would you want it to drop up here and then you're gonna have to go park it somewhere?
Well, we already made plans to call it.
Paying Patrick, like I'm just saying, like, why
I know
would you
with
do that?
Alan Patrick or some apps that they've done it.
Right, but I mean, I just think that that's,
I just know, I just feel the fact that the reason I said this, yes, we dropped out the first thing at Blue Ridge there, and it was like, just a bunch of people there, most of the Blue Ridge, these homes,
right, but I'm sure that he's already involved.
not the Blue Ridge, I think.
He could be.
I know.
I'm just saying, the only reason Crowley was gonna be on there was because people wanted to be involved really in a big way.
It's
and
so
she's-
packed, I mean, so
Well,
honestly,
Not really, you know, that's what we're trying to work on, but until it got worked on, I thought we said we were gonna turn off the farm, because why would you want to have produce here? The net part, there's got nobody, no way to distribute it. Here,
I hear it, but I just, like I said, I went to the, Blue Ridge there.
church doesn't,
They will, they will help them. But the thing is, though, we have to meet with them again, so I always.
right, so I thought we said until we got.
Well, you're right,
finalized.
I can't cancel tomorrow. No problem.
Hey, that's up to you, but I'm just saying the whole point of was just for early to be involved.
Good night.
And
Good night, Wendy.
we can't, you know, I don't know why you would want to do that.
I'll call up and.
That's, you know, you put it on hold.
No, I'm not here tomorrow.
Oh, no, until we've got.
Thursday's fine because we gotta talk about what we're gonna do.
Great.
Get
Yeah,
this
right.
right.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. We can't do it that way.
But then the one that- We do everything, does every school, we do it, sure. You know, there's no school going.
I'll put it up. I'll give you.
I would, you know, only because then now you're obligated to carry it around, that was not. Makes sense.
Anything else?
I would just say 42 cents per $10 charge.
Anything else? John, you want to say something or anything? Matt, anything?
Nothing.
Okay, all right, I make a motion to open our public comment number 2.
Second,
All in favor?
aye. What,
You want to speak
would you
again?
like to speak again? Oh, no, I know.
I make a motion to open public comment number 2.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion to adjourn.
To read that.
Second.
Discussion.
So,
Aye.
today.
I resent it.